welcome to another video. Today we are in Portugal. This is my first time in a different country. So right now I'm gonna show you where we're staying, and then we're gonna continue on. Let's go. There's a guy.
There's a guy, boss.
Watching.
How's the channel?
Oh, it's fun, man. Perfect, Tanner. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a great day.
Nice to meet you.
Nice one.
Thanks. Look at this key. So I thought this was just kind of like a cool thing the host was doing, but our friend Eugene, who you're about to see shortly, actually said this is normal. So this is how we get in. Welcome. So as soon as you walk through the door, let me show you some of the boring stuff first. The kitchen, master bedroom, but stay tuned. I have something super cool you're gonna see. Some amazing views out there. You come over here, master bathroom, second bedroom, second bathroom. You come over here. This is the living room here on the first floor with some great views here in the city. But as we go up, you're about to see something super, super special. Check this out. Once you get to the top here, you're in this super unique loft with a lot of natural lighting. So we've been kind of working up here, some very, very cool space. But the best part, this whole window opens up to this balcony and beautiful view of the river here in Lisbon, Portugal. And now what I'm gonna do inside of this video is take you along like you're seeing it through my eyes for the very first time, my experience here in a new country. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Where are we at?
What is this called?
Palacio Nacional de Queluz.
Whoa.
So one of my favorite places in the world to go to is the Biltmore Estate in North Carolina, where I'm from. It's America's largest privately owned home, kind of similar style here. But now I'm in Europe, I get to experience this on a different level of all these different places. And this is the first room of the first place we're visiting here in Portugal. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're in the telecabine. This ball. Oh! Picking up some speed now. So just went to the aquarium. You can see right here, which is pretty cool. It's basically like one giant tank. And now we're seeing the city from a different perspective. Wow. You think we would survive if this thing just dropped right now?
If it dropped in the water, maybe, but not on land. Like, if we dropped right there, we'd probably just splatter on that. Actually, I don't know. Water might be worse.
Good morning. Today, I'm here with Eugene. Look at this awesome guy. I posted on Instagram that I'm coming here. He says, oh, I'm in Lisbon. He's taking us around. Where are we stopping right now?
So we're stopping the Natapula, is like the Portugal pastry, the typical one.
You always eat this much sugar for breakfast?
Just for you to try.
It's a little too early. They don't even have them ready yet.
No, we'll go to another place.
All right, we've made it now. The Palacio. And then got a 20-minute walk, a little hike to the top. Go.
What do you think?
This is insane. Wow, that guy's kind of small.
Yeah, he's kind of short.
But this...
I mean, he's the same height as us.
Yeah. We just finished up at the palace. Now, Eugene, where are we going next?
Now we go to try the pastry. I think, I hope it's already prepared for us, you know, and then we go to Cabo de Loco to visit the most western point of Europe.
Wow.
Come on.
Let's go. We're going to try the pastry again. Back. Round two.
My favorite is like chocolate.
Wow. Yeah, I love chocolate.
Yeah.
How about, let's do a, I'm going to do a chocolate one. And
Yeah.
Can you do a espresso? Perfect. Coffee? No coffee. I've already had quite a good amount of pastries the last 24 hours since I got here. I'll consider this the mission to finding the best pastry in all of Europe. All right, this is the chocolate pastry. I don't think it's chocolate.
You don't think it's chocolate? Is that cheese? That looks like cheese. Hey yo!
Hey yo!
Hey yo!
Hey yo! Eugene, can you turn on some DaBaby?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Bitch, it ain't even my birthday, but I can ball if I want to. Pull up around that bitch with that ratchet. Go, stand like my motherfucking dad. Yeah, I'm your baby.
Oh, he just sunbathing.
Sweet. Amigos de los animales. Wow. Look at this beautiful location we're at right now. Eugene, so what is this? This is like the
What is the name of this? What's the name
windmill?
Windmill, yeah. It was windmill,
Uh-huh.
and they construction made the restaurants here, and got this wonderful view.
Yeah.
You can see the paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is beautiful.
Wow, look at this. Eugene has brought us to the most eastern point in all of Europe. That's correct?
Yeah, you can see America there. You can see that. Yeah, look at better.
You can see America from here?
Yeah, of course.
It's actually the most western point of Europe.
Right.
Right. See, I was testing you in the other clip. You were supposed to correct me, but you didn't.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just kidding. We've made it to, what's this location called? The city?
The Cascais pocket.
Cascais.
Yeah.
We have now entered
Monastery of Jerome's. Where is it now?
Monastery of Geronimo. Look at this, crazy. This is where the king lived, and where we just were at Vena was kind of like a weekend retreat. He's giving me the thumbs up. Getting a little bit of history here. Let's check it out.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to explain it? No?
Eugene is taking us now to the original place of the pastry. We're going to see how it compares. Now we're going to try out the original pastry. How long do you think that line was? How long would it take to wait in there? A long time.
2 minutes.
Ah, it's 2 minutes VIP, but
Yeah,
normal, long time.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
That's good, right?
No.
Better than the one we had earlier?
Then there's another one flavor, but this is like original one. You prefer that one, the first one?
I think they're both very good, but I think I do like that one better just because I have the chocolate. But I know they have different flavors here. This is original, so I think this is pretty good. All right, now it's Justin's turn. We got, what is this called?
Walnut brulee. It's coming also with cream inside. It's different than this one because it's coming with
Does that have dairy in it? Dairy?
dairy.
Yeah, and the cream?
No, it's egg.
There he goes. Wow.
Hey yo.
Wow, that's crazy.
Water?
Yes, thank you. Cheers. Eugene has brought us to this beautiful place to try out some wine. This is Portugal wine.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Eugene has secured us a reservation to Dubai.
Buy this one. It's really Portuguese food. We will try the. You will try. I will show you. Sorry.
We're gonna try it out.
Again. Again. They have blanket, they have everything, they have octopus, really important. They have octopus. You did try octopus?
Octopus.
I've had. Very chewy though, I don't, too chewy.
Trust me, this octopus is gonna be better.
Oh. Oops.
What do you think so far?
Amazing. Who would have thought I'd be sitting here eating olives with a blanket around me in Portugal?
It's cold up here.
It's a little chilly. I've built up kind of a bad habit here so far in Portugal, just really close to where we're staying. There's this little market that's open till 11 p.m. and they have fresh pastries and big water bottles. Both things I love. One is good for me, one is bad for me. But so far here, every night, get some good old pastries. It's a great way to end the night. I can't say it's the best thing, but I'm enjoying life here in Portugal. All right, today is the last day here in Portugal, and if you know me, you know I love animals. So we've come to the Lisbon Zoo. So let's go ahead and check it out, have some fun. Right now, we are by my favorite animals ever. Look at this, rhinos. I've never been this close before, but I like rhinos for a few reasons. First reason, because they look like dinosaurs. They just look ancient. They look, like if we look at past history of dinosaurs, this is what it resembles. And then another piece is they're huge. Over 6,000 pounds. They can run 34 miles an hour. Their bite is one of the strongest. I think it's like a few times stronger than like a lion. And you know, it kind of makes me think about in business and kind of like it's entrepreneurship. Just kind of like they can go through anything they want. They can do whatever they want. So I kind of like to think about that in business. You just gotta aggressively go for what you want and don't stop until you get it, because that's how rhinos are. Look at these guys just chilling here. Crazy to be this close. I feel like you could just like punch one as hard as you could and it wouldn't feel it. Their skin just looks like a rock.
All right, you gotta run for this one. Oh, shit. Oh my God, we're on.
All right, this is round 2 of the telecabine, except this time we're standing and we're going over dangerous animals. And now here on the balcony, my last night here in beautiful Portugal, the sun's starting to set here. I just wanted to quickly reflect on my final takeaway of visiting a new country for the very first time. And there's 2 things actually I want to cover. The first one is how important a personal brand really is. And having a personal brand doesn't mean you have to have 100,000 followers or 50,000 followers, but it's more so what I heard in a podcast that stuck with me is the digitization of your reputation. So having a personal brand and just kind of posting yourself, documenting your journey, your life, whether you work as a construction worker, you know, here by this crane, or you are someone who owns a massive online business, brick and mortar business, whatever it may be. Documenting is gonna help you reach new levels, network with people that you never could have connected with before. In fact, a few days before I came here, I posted on my Instagram story at Tanner Planis, and I said, who is in Lisbon? And I got a lot of responses, and one of them kind of stuck out to me. I started messaging with the guy, and turns out he works with a driving company, luxury driving / tour guide here in Portugal. So as soon as I arrived at the airport, I didn't pay this guy off the bat. He didn't ask for money, none of that stuff. He wasn't, trying to negotiate. He was doing a gesture and serving me. So he showed up to the airport. As soon as I walk out of the exit, instantly greet with a sign. This is like 6:30 in the morning. This guy's here with my name on it. We go in the BMW, gets the luggage. This guy's all dressed up fancy. And now I've built a relationship, a friendship with this person that I had no idea existed just a few days ago. And it's been an amazing experience just through my personal brand and kind of documenting my journey, which is kind of what I'm doing in this video. I want to be able to look back at this and enjoy the moment and see what it was like for the very first time and kind of my perspective. Now, the second thing, aside from a personal brand, is realizing how small I really am. And not just in the form of, obviously I'm just a speck here in the world, you know, physically, but also how many different types of languages there are, how many types of different foods, different people, all these different things. Being in a new country, you know, the architecture, everything is, you know, different in a way, and in a good way, because I'm experiencing new things, being able to get new perspectives that allow me to kind of think bigger and think past things that I never could have thought of. You don't know what you don't know. So sometimes my mind is kind of blown when I'm, you know, investing in mentorships or courses or just reading something, or I see something and it's something I've never heard of, but it makes a lot of sense. It's like, boom, blows my mind. And I think that's a super cool thing to understand and kind of a way to reach new levels. So I'm documenting my journey here. That's my main two realizations and things I wanted to reflect on here of my first time visiting a new country. And we have 3 more countries we're going to be visiting next. So I look forward to that. And also, this never would have been possible without the world of making money on the internet, online businesses. I'm working right now. I'm building my businesses here from a completely different country, which is a beautiful thing, because I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. And now, after I've had things come to fruition, been through ups and downs, and actually taking the leap to visit a new country has been a big, what I believe to be in the future, game changer. So as I continue this journey, I'm going to continue to document. And if you want to learn more about how I start my online businesses, you can just click my name and check out the channel and exactly what I do. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a big like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.